Hi, today we want to talk about the all-new Wolverine Omnibus. The all-new Wolverine Omnibus is by Tom Taylor, published by Marvel, and it follows the story of Laura Kinney, the female Wolverine, former x23, who was taken over from Wolverine following his supposed death in the comics. This is a great omnibus, but I'll talk more about that in a moment when we have a look at the book itself. So, the all-new Wolverine Omnibus from Marvel. This is a collection of the Tom Taylor run from issues 1 through to 35, and it follows the new Wolverine, Laura Kinney. You can see nice bright cover on the front showing Wolverine, and there she is again on the back. There's no sort of running theme on this, although you get a nice little image on the spine of her there. Right then, take the cover off, and again you've got Wolverine slashing through the title there, and a picture of her in her X-Force uniform, the greyed out one. Inside you get a nice yellow liner cover, more pictures, and you get a list of the issues you've got in there. So it's issues 1 to 35 with the Generations story in there as well, in addition to an annual 2. This picks up after she's fully become Wolverine. There's she's still X23 in theory, but she's taken the mantle of Wolverine. She's in Paris, and she finds out that there are clones of her still about. They are imperfect clones, they don't have all her abilities, but they're being used by bad people to cause problems. They call themselves the Sisters, and they sort of want justice for clones. She feels an affinity to them, but she also realises that they're doing bad things, so it puts her at odds with herself. She has a fight with Taskmaster, which is quite fun. How she beats him, it's quite clever. And she also meets up with the clones and finds out a bit more about their story. I'm being purposely ambiguous because whilst you can see some of the pictures, you shouldn't be able to tell exactly what's going on, and it would spoil the flow of the plot for you, because this is a plot that follows through all 35 issues, and it is a compelling story. It's got great art in here. There's lots of extra characters that pop in. You've got obviously Janet Van Dyne here, Daken, Old Man Logan. She essentially adopts a younger version of herself that's been cloned called Gabby, later dubbed by Deadpool as Honey Badger. She also meets Squirrel Girl, and Squirrel Girl gives them a pet Wolverine called Jonathan, who sometimes can talk, but you have to read the story to find out why that is. They also meet up with Spider-Gwen as well, and they help some creatures escape from a lab. She also fights Fing Fang Foom. It's just a great story. It is an omnibus that I read in 2 days, and it wasn't if I was sitting down all day to do it. I would just go to bed at night and happily just read this. It really flows well. It's a story that has action, it has character development, and it's fun. It's not just dull, it's not stuck in the doldrums. Bad things happen to these people, but Tom Taylor just clearly loves this character. He was given what feels like free rein to do what he wants, and there's just no real sort of down points in the story. Every time I read a section of it, I felt satisfied that I'd had an entertaining time. The only thing that's a bit strange is obviously a costume changes to the greyed out X-Force one, and there's no explanation for that because I actually like her in the traditional Wolverine colours. But other than that, it's a great story. Gabby is a fun character. She sort of calls out all the issues that someone might have with the story by just saying it out. She isn't saying it to the reader, but she's saying it to Laura Wolverine, and it just makes it let you know that it's self-aware, and they know that there are some strange things going on. The only issue I would say with it is that at the end, in the last issue, it's set in the future and they fight Doctor Doom. It would be better if Doctor Doom was set up in the main run as being more of a villain for her. Even if it was a minor villain, then you might feel a little more for the story. but it's fine. It's a nice end to it, and it's just an alternate future. You get her in this Hawaiian shirt outfit as he goes off trying to stop people. It's quite funny. But yeah, Mandrapore, the far future. Just a bit weird that they jumped forward, but I don't know if that was a remit from editorial or not. But I think it's a great omnibus. It's well put together. It's a fantastic story, and if you can get it for the right price, I'd say definitely get it for your collection. Whether you're a fan of Logan Wolverine or not, this is certainly one you can have without having to have a big background knowledge of the character.
Okay, so that's the insides of the book and my general thoughts on it. I would say shop around for a price on this, because I managed to get it for a really good, low price in terms of what it is. I got it for £48 in total, that's including postage. Just shopped around on the internet, did some searches for vouchers, and managed to find some that got it down to that price, and it all got delivered totally fine, no damage, etc. I think this is a great omnibus. It's a great example of an omnibus, and I think it's a great addition to anyone's collection. And as I said in the discussion when we were looking at the book, I think if you are on the fence about this, buy it. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and you don't have to have a previous deep knowledge of Wolverine or even X23. It's just a fun story. Let me know what you think about it. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, there is a kitten pulling my clothes behind me, if you're wondering what's going on, all that dangling is. But please, check out the website and the Instagram, and thanks for watching.